Welcome to Attican Plays Railroad Corporation.
All right, hi, this is Attican, and welcome to part 2 of our second playthrough of Mission 4, also known as Series 2, Episode 13. And we're playing this one in challenge mode, which means we have a whole lot of restrictions on us. So let's just review quickly where we are and what those restrictions are. We're not allowed to have any passengers, any mail, no bonds or loans, of course, because they wouldn't be available in Mission 4 anyway. And the two that are really made this first part pretty difficult. One, we can't own any businesses. We just have to play what's here and buy stuff from one business and sell it to the next one. And two, we can't have any overdrafts. So if this number up here goes negative for even a second, we lose. So those are just self-imposed restrictions just to make this more challenging, because it's a tutorial mission. It's not that hard. All right, so where do we leave off? Well, we have set up a pretty nice, albeit inefficient, because we can't haul passengers and mail, and we don't have complementary industries very much, but we do have a system of running cotton over to Spartanburg, picking up textiles, taking them to the the clothing factory in Salem. We have wheat coming down here from Anderson, going up to a farm in Hickory to make leather. We're running the leather over here to Salem, and then we're eventually picking up the clothing and bringing it into Raleigh. Now, the big thing in this mission, besides just doing what they ask, which is delivering the clothing, we also have to complete 7 contracts. And frankly, we lucked out on the contracts. We got some really good ones that allowed us to get those knocked off pretty quickly, because we got one to move cotton to Spartanburg, which we were doing already, and just one or two like that were pretty easy. And then others we were somewhat creative and got all this, used this wood down here in this area to knock off a couple of contracts. So we're in great shape there. We've got our 7th one that we have to do, working to take wood up to Henderson up here, and that's in progress and looks good. So we're going to let that one finish out, of course, and then we'll be done with contracts, because we have to do 7. And another restriction is we cannot fail any contracts. We have to meet that goal right there, and we probably won't even mess with any more contracts unless an easy one pops up from here on out, because the 7 will check that off. Now we need to get a little bit of research done, and let's just do that before I forget about it. Let's, while we have a couple of dollars, let's set up a small R&D and see what we need to get done. Now, I typically skip the best friend, fully research the John Bull. I did that in the first episode. Skip the DeWitt Clinton, and usually fully research the Jervis. And you can see in this particular run through, I didn't even get it all done. Shame on me. And now all we want to do in this one for research is get this done, because I typically skip the Memnon too, and we want to get this done and this done, and that's all the research we need to get done for this playthrough. And if we have plenty of money, I'll go back and atone for my sins and finish off the Jervis here, but really it doesn't matter. So we're going to get this done and this done. That's our goals for research. And I think I left out one other restriction: no HR. So we don't have anybody to help us get cheaper research or cheaper rails or anything like that. All right, so in this episode, obviously we want to finish off the clothing, but we're in good shape to get that done. And we want to set up 2 industries. We want to set up whiskey and lumber, and we're going to do it right up here. So Trevor, you'll be happy to know we're going to use Greensboro for the whiskey, and we'll use Wake Forest for the furniture business, and the main thing is the whiskey. So what are we going to do? Oh, let's see. And these two have to play together, and we can't build bridges. We build bridges over roads, but you can't build bridges over your existing track. So we'll have to deal with that, but I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. All right, so I think what I'd like to do is, well, we also got, just as far as making money, we've got a whole bunch of meat in this farm that we're not shipping anywhere, and we've got a couple of cities that would like to have it. So let's level up Hickory. Move this track over one, like so. And let's run a line down to Charlotte. Now, that would be a nice customer. And in fact, let's level up Charlotte as well. If I can. Right click wasn't working. Okay. There we go. And let's grab the track for Charlotte and go back the other way. And then we can come out of Charlotte and go, let's see, I'd like to come out of Charlotte and go over to Raleigh. And I think, boy, this is, man, don't know if I'm going to love this. Okay, we may have to just use Raleigh as our junction point here. Let's run this in like this, and let's upgrade Raleigh. Okay, so there's a line. So, and I think let's just make some money on that. Let's run a train that goes here and grabs meat and takes it to Raleigh. Then it does that again. And takes it to Charlotte. Gets service in Raleigh and go. So that train will just keep feeding those two cities and making us a little bit of money. We could even have it go back to Rock Hill if we wanted to. But I think that'll spread it enough that it can keep busy. All right. We don't want to run to just one city because it'll glut the city and we'll start getting reduced prices. But I think it'll be slow enough. And unfortunately, they don't give us route information. That's something the game lacks, is the ability to look at a line after you put a train on it and see how long the full circuit takes. That would be extremely useful information. Maybe they could think about that, hint, hint. All right, so that gives us a little extra money. What else we got going on here? Some of this review, by the way, is for me. I got to catch up on what's going on here. All right, good. We've already got the line set up to take care of this, take advantage of the paper we're creating, because Raleigh will consume the paper. So we're making some money on that as well. So we need to get this, let's get this Greensboro whiskey business going. It needs lumber. Now we've got that down here. So we're going to, now here's where it gets fun. We've got to figure out, and I don't know the speed of these connections. I wish you could see them. Can you see them? I'm going to assume that's not a great connection. And we'll make it into a good one. And I got to watch myself, because I'll get into this and just start spending money like it's going out of style, and that's no good. I think what we'll do is, oh man, I think we may have to just use Charlotte as the kind of the waypoint, as Johnny Hughes would say. Use Charlotte as our waypoint and have our lumber line go up to Charlotte and then over like that. It's easier than trying to cross. We could cross all this, but it'd probably be easier to just say, okay, fine. We're going to go up to Charlotte. Actually, in fact, we're going to open up Charlotte again. And we'll come out of Charlotte like this. And go to Greensboro. And then we'll have a train that does the wood portion of the whiskey business. So we will build a, did I give that one orders? Yes, okay. We'll set up a train that goes grabs 3 lumber, and I'm going to tell it to go to Charlotte in case it can't figure that out, but it's not really doing anything there. And add Greensboro and unload the lumber. Okay, that's the lumber side of the business, and then it needs a lot of grain. There's a grain farm right down here, and we'll route it through Raleigh. So let's open up another platform here. Let's scoot this one over one. And open up Raleigh. Oh, it's already level 5. Be easiest, I think, if we could just move these two over. Oh, that kind of sucks. Here, let's go back. Try this again. All right, and then we will come out of Raleigh. Now let's do some more changes. One thing I had convinced myself to do, and comments have led me away from it, is make sure I have some small segments right near the city in case you want to do this kind of change. I got to get back in that habit. I think it's a good habit to have some smaller segments coming out like that, so that if you make a change, you don't have to delete so much track. Changing the platforms, I mean. Okay. All right, see how, look at the money going away here. All right, we can set up a train that buys wheat in Clinton and delivers it to the whiskey factory up here in Greensboro, and it can get service in Raleigh actually. So, oops, one more train, and then I'm going to stop spending money for a bit. Oh, and we do want, you can load some whiskey and sell it if you have it. Greensboro, or Raleigh rather, and make some money. Okay. Now let's just let this run for a bit. Make sure I haven't spent too much money, because we still got to buy some expensive clothes to get our contract done. Now T2 is hauling the leather, and we have not been hauling enough. What am I trying to say? We've not been hauling enough textiles to keep pace. So we got a couple of trains of textiles coming up though, so that's going to improve things. And then we'll grab some. I mean, see our money going down because we're just buying stuff right now, but now we're going to sell some stuff. This is tight, actually. What's this guy doing? Alright, why is he asleep? Oh, there he goes. Now he's moving. So there we go. Now we've got a whiskey business going. Why is T8 having any issues at all? Is he waiting? Oh, waiting for a free track. Okay, we're going to have to, once our money gets a little better, there's some spots we can double track that would help things, that's for sure. Because this train here is waiting on T5 to get back into Raleigh because they share this line right here. There he goes. Okay, we're almost done with our final contract. And we're up to 11 on this. And we've sold some whiskey, so we're starting to make some money. Here we go. All right, we've got a whiskey business, and the other thing I want to get is a furniture business. And that would actually be helpful because we've got too many textiles piled up here in Spartanburg. And we do need to start loading cotton back in there if we want that clothing business to keep going. So I think what we will do is set up a train that goes to Rock Hill. It's just all four. Picks up textiles and takes them all the way. Oh, shoot. Never mind, I'm not quite ready for that. We'll come back to you. Okay, now back to that train. I want you to go to Rock Hill, pick up cotton, deliver it at the textile factory, Pick up textiles. Take them to the furniture factory. If there happens to be some furniture there, sell it in Raleigh. Get your service and go. And we have enough money. Yeah, we're going to make Raleigh into a faster turnaround station. Okay, and let's let this run for a minute. Okay, one more clothing, we'll get that done, then we can start making money on our clothing business. And we need the lumber side of this. Our money's okay. We need the lumber side of this business. So we need a train to, or did we already set that up? Let's see. No. All right, that's the set up the whiskey one. Let's set up a lumber one. So you go down here. I'm gonna have this one run a run back and forth just to load some lumber because we're not keeping pace with the lumber up here. Don't know if that's really a problem, but grab that, unload that, grab some of those, get your service, and then go up here to Wake Forest and sell that off. Go. Let's go look at our research. We got one more to do. Let's do it. There, now research is taken care of, and we've finished all of our 7 contracts. We've been delivering wood to Henderson. Do we want to keep doing that? We will for a while. There we go. There we finished our clothing. And now we've got whiskey all the way to Charleston. All right, this is going to be fun. All right, so let's see what we can do here. The wood we already dealt with. The clothing to Raleigh. Okay, we can start making money on that rather than just paying it against a contract. And Where's the other one? Okay, now we've got to be able to deliver whiskey all the way down to Charleston. So I think what I'd like to do is we could run it through this, but we've already seen these trains are holding each other up a little bit. We'd have to do a lot of double tracking. So we're going to build a dedicated line from Raleigh man, this is clumsy. Let's come out the other side. $83, we can afford that. All right, so now we have a contract. This one's going to be a job. I'm going to set up a train. Okay, just to grab whiskey and take it to Charleston. But what's going to happen here is we're going to have to really ramp up the this whiskey business. It's got to be producing whiskey at a much faster pace than it is. So the lumber has got to be coming in here much faster. What are you doing, T12? What is T12 doing? Oh, he's loading up the whiskey. All right, so the lumber to our whiskey business. That's the furniture business. Lumber to Greensboro. That's it. We want to copy this guy. In fact, I think we want to, and then we're getting, yeah, we're doing well on the grain. So I think we're going to copy him again. Okay, so we're going to be pushing the lumber through here, which means that we probably should look into some double tracking. So Upgrade. Upgrade and stop, and then while we're at it, one more. And then we're probably going to need this to be double tracked, but let's, we've only got one train now, but we're going to speed that up if we start seeing some faster production. All right, there, our research is done, so we've hit our research goal. And I think this one that's selling to, why are you just sitting there? Oh, he's loading the whiskey. Okay. This the one that's taking the whiskey back to Raleigh and selling it. Let's just do one. If there happens to be one there, grab it. Otherwise, forget about it. And here goes our T12, I think, is our delivery train going down to, yes it is, going down to Charleston. There, we're starting to get some lumber in here so we can start making some whiskey. So T12, we'll copy you. furniture to Charleston. Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. Let's see if we can do that. In fact, we have to, or we consider it a failure. All right, are we making furniture? Yes, we are. And we could use more wood to Wake Forest. Which one is that? This one. Copy that one, double up on that wood, go. And we may need another 380 days. We may need another whiskey business to make this in time. Actually, we only need the double tracking. We run 3 down there and then they go back up and do it again. We accumulate them here, it's not a problem. I think we're in pretty good shape. 300 days. We've got 4 of the furniture down there so far. We're just going to have to make sure that our furniture outruns our whiskey now at this point. So there goes 4 more. That'll make 8. Let's do 1 more wood into that furniture to make sure that we are in good shape on that. And why are you sitting around? Where are you? I don't remember if anybody's getting repaired there or not, but I'm going to assume they are. There, that helped. And furniture to Wake Forest. Let's do one more. And what happened to T16? That was weird. Looked like they passed through each other. I'm not sure how that worked. Alright. T16 needs to beat these other guys back. Okay. Pause. I want you to pause in Raleigh. We're actually having to slow down a little bit here. We need T16. To get us a couple of furniture. Alright, T16, you've got a couple, so go. Alright, that takes care of the furniture once he gets down there. And I think we can probably let 18, we've got 3 coming here. That's 21. Once T16 gets, make sure there's no trains down here. Okay, once T16 makes that turn around here, we can free that other train back up. There he goes. Okay. So where's the one I paused? And we just finished our objective to get the furniture. Good job. And that was this guy. And we can have him start making money now. And we need 4 more whiskey and we're done. We got 187 days to finish. See, this says 3 out of 25, but when we look down here, it's 21 out of 25. Now it's 24. We need 1 more train to pull in there, and we have finished off mission 4. And it looks like, let's see, is T18 a good one for us? No. Here we go, T15. There we go. So we've got a train heading on down there. When it arrives, we've got 160 days to finish. We will have played mission 4 with no passengers, no mail, no loans, no overdrafts, no owning businesses, no HR, and we will have hit the fastest bonus. That's T15. Let's just do something I never do. Let's scroll down and watch him come into the station. There we go. And there we go. We finished off mission 4.
I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player, and I hope you'll join us for our next Railroad Corporation video. Thank you.